What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Friday the 13th video. Today I just want to talk about the lawsuit a little bit, clarify a couple things that have been asked recently. With the whole board game situation, that coming out, and Larry Zerner saying that, hey, as long as they don't use any assets surrounding the first movie, they can go ahead and make this board game. Victor Miller won't have a claim. Those are fine. Because of that, because of that situation, a lot of you guys have been asking, well, why can't Gun Media just not relate anything to the first movie, or why can't they just remove Pamela's voice, etc., and keep making content? I mean a lot of you have asked, like a lot. So I want to take some time to explain exactly why. Why is it that they can't add content? Here's the thing. Yeah, legally, they were to take everything out of the game, etc., they'd be in a good spot. And the same comes with things like the movie set. Because that was already previously established, they're able to make a new 12-film box set, and technically any new content surrounding it doesn't actually relate back to the first one, like the new commentary for Part 6 and things like that. So they're able to do it. When it comes to the game, because that one's the one that is just frustrating when we all think about it, it's like, well, why can't they just make unique custom skins? Why can't they add a Savini 2.0? Why can't they just remove Pamela from the game? Remove her voice, you're good to go. The thing is, it's not Gun's choice at all. At the end of the day, Horror Inc. makes the call on everything. Alright, so Horror Inc., it's still their game. They still own the game, and they make every call surrounding that game. Every update that has ever come out for Friday the 13th, the game, has been approved one way or another by Horror Inc. So that's like really, really important to understand, that they control everything. So because of that, of course right now, it's just not a good time to be releasing things surrounding the Friday the 13th franchise, especially the ones that make big money, because it's going to make you look a lot worse in court. I mean, just think about it. If they're sitting there in court, you're trying to explain, hey, we've given Victor plenty of money, all right? He's gotten checks his whole life surrounding the franchise. Why does he need to have more? He doesn't have a claim here, yada yada. Well, if you're saying all that at the same time while the video game's off making millions and millions of dollars from brand new DLC, along with NECA figures is a perfect example. NECA figures is one of the biggest selling things that surround the franchise to this day. I mean, you look bad, right? So Horror Inc.'s in a spot where they pulled the plug on everything, even if they didn't technically legally have to on certain things. Pulled the plug on everything. That way Victor couldn't exactly use situations like that against them in court. I hope that makes sense. So basically, summing it up like really short here, it's like Horror Inc. has the call. Technically, can they release things that do not surround Pamela and whatnot? Yeah. With the game, it's really confusing because the whole game is surrounded on the fact that Pamela is the one telling you to do things, and you can't exactly just pull that from the game. It's weird. NECA figures is a whole other story though, because that one, I mean, if you're releasing a Part 5 figure, you have to make the question, is adult Jason different than young Jason? These are the things that to this day are still an issue within the lawsuit, which is why it's such a unique situation, because Sean is going to try to make the case, especially when they come to the point where they have to find a settlement and come to an agreement on terms of how to split this money up. Is adult Jason the same as young Jason? In other words, does Victor have the ability to claim just the first movie? Or does he have the ability to take the whole franchise because he technically created the character of Jason? These are the things they have to figure out. That's where it gets confusing. That's why Horror Inc. continues to make the call to pull things back. But it's also why certain things are still getting released despite the lawsuit going on. Like that of the board game. Which, again, playing a little bit of fire. I don't know, because like the Crystal Lake sign is literally on there. And I'm not too sure. Technically, the sign itself, Victor can't claim, but the name of the camp he technically kind of could. I'm not sure. It's an interesting situation there. They're probably pretty close. Let's see if Victor can make a claim on that. But also, would he even bother trying for a board game? I can't imagine him making that much money. And for the 12-film box set, all of them are previously made films. Any new content doesn't relate to the new one or relate to the original film, so they're fine. I literally just made this video because just so many people have been asking, and I've been struggling to put it into text and type it to you guys, the reply. So I want to make a video to explain. Horror Inc. makes a call. It's all Horror Inc.'s call. and they can't have anything from the first movie, despite, you know, Savini Jason 2.0 can't really be a thing. Alright, I hope that makes sense. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.